Hello YouTube, Stillborn86 here with another Linux video. Today I'm going to teach you how to use the Arch user repository. This is a very controversial video that I didn't want to do, but kind of have to do it for some of the desktop environments and for some of the packages that are going to be installed. It's best if you read the manual and understand exactly how the user repository works, because these are not authorized packages through Pacman or Arch. They're not sponsored by Arch. They're not, they're not given the thumbs up by Arch. They're created by trusted users or TUs, and they're on the AUR. Which you can see here, and you can find different packages and different. It's a wealth of packages and useful items and tools, but they can be kind of intimidating, and the install is very different than just using Pacman. So I kind of didn't want to make this video, but I kind of have to for the next string of videos. So without further ado, let's go ahead and start the virtual machine that we created in the last video, which I'll link here and in the description. If you haven't done that yet, I would recommend to go watch that video and catch up with the rest of us. At this point, I'm going to assume that you've paused the video, gone there and done that, so we're going to go ahead and start this virtual machine. Minimize this and get it out of the way. Grub is going to start up Arch. Loading Linux links. I need to change that, but whatever. Version 223. Give me the login information. And I'm going to log in with my handle. And we're in. Okay? Now, in the last video we installed wget, but if you didn't, because you chose not to for some reason, sudo pacman-synchronize wget. It's going to ask you for a password. And it's going to say here that I'm reinstalling because I've already installed it. I'm going to click no because I don't need to waste my bandwidth. And here, now that you have wget, you can start downloading packages. Excuse me. Personally, I like to use Yowert to download from the Arch user repository. Let's go get that. I will use Yowert to show you how to download tarballs and install them, but I highly recommend you do the first several tarballs manually without Yowert, just because. So Yowert, it's going to tell you you're going to need the package query and then the Yowert package. These are both in the AUR noted by the superscript. So we're going to open this and we're going to open this. Now for package query, we can always download the tarball, but since in the virtual machine here we don't have a GUI and we don't have Chrome or Firefox, technically we have Firefox, but we can't open it up without a GUI in a desktop environment. Since we can't do that, we're going to have to use wget. So what I'm going to do here is let's copy the address for the download and paste it. And here we're going to use wget. I'm going to go to that link, https://AUR.arch, I can't type, linux.org/packages, pa package query package query.tar.gz. And wget's downloading. So if we do LA or LS, we have package query. If LA doesn't work, let's let's change that. LA LS-A LL equals LS-L. Okay, let's write that out. So if we do LA, oh no, let's reload. Let's log back in to let that take effect because I use LA all the time. So here you can see that over here on the top right we have packagequery.tar.gz. So we've downloaded the tarball. I can close this, and then we're going to need the Yowert as well. So I'm going to do the same thing. Copy link address, paste. We're going to wget https://AUR archlinux.org packages -YA/YOURT/YOU. Oh my God. OURT .tar.gz. I kind of lost my place there with all that stuff. So now, if we LA, we have over here these two lines on the far right, packagequery.tar.gz and yowert.tar.gz. I'm actually going to make a folder, mkdir .AUR, and I'm going to move package into .AUR, and I'm going to move Yowert into .AUR. So now I just have this folder and those two packages are gone. So if I go into AUR and LA, there's my two packages. Okay? So now that we have tarballs, we can go back to the AUR page, and we've used the AUR interface. It's going to tell you how to install packages. Okay? Now again, I strongly recommend you read this and use this. We're going to tar xvf package name tar.gz. So since we need the package query first, let's tar-xvf package query tar.gz, and it's done. So now we have a package query folder and then the package query tar.gz. So we're going to go into the folder, and we have files in here. Once we've unpacked with the tar command, we're going to make the package. mke pkg-sri, and it made it. And it's going to ask for a password. Do you want to install? Now again, AUR stuff is you know, user-made stuff. So you may want to, you may not want to, you may want to look things over. It's up to you. But I'm going to install this, so yes, it's going to install this discrepancy up here package YAJL. Let it do its thing. It's going to take a second. Proceed with the installation. I do want to proceed. And we're back to a command prompt, so we can clear out of the workspace. Let's cd out of this folder. And now we have the Yowert package. So again, we're going to tar.xvf Yowert. And then we're going to cd into Yowert. And then we have our package build file. So we're going to make pkg-sri, and it's going to do its thing. Do you want to proceed? Yes, I do. We're back at the shell prompt. Now, we've just installed two AUR packages here with command line. We're done. Let's go back to the home folder. Now I have the blue AUR folder that's hidden, and it has all my tarballs. And I should have Yowert as a program, and I do. I unpack the tarball and I made the package and it runs. You can literally do that with anything in the AUR repository. So let's say I want to do a Futurama package here. There's a few things: CalSave Futurama, Fortune Mod. I can go in here and I can, download the tarball with wget. I can unpack it and then make package just like I did those two. And again, I recommend that you do that for the first several packages. That way you know what you're doing and how things work. I chose Yowert over here because you can see the dependencies that you need. Package query is something that we downloaded. Get text and diffutils is already installed with Arch, so I didn't have to download those, but I did have to download this. And Pacman obviously we have, because we can Pacman, and that's the package manager with Arch. These two are optional, or these three are optional. You don't have to have them, but this is what they do if you get them. These obviously are not. If you manually install like this, it teaches you how to find things like that and what to do. You need package query. You can go over here to the package query and it tells you what to do. Pacman, we have Pacman, YAJL. So we need to be between these two Pacman versions. We need to be less than 4.3, but we need to be greater than 4.1. Greater than or equal to 4.1. And then YAJL, which it installed as a dependency, if you remember right. So it teaches you how this works and what to look for. And it's a very smart thing to do. Yowert, on the other hand, is like Pacman. So if, let's say, I want to download the CalSave Futurama, I can Yowert-S for synchronize, CalSave Futurama. And if I hit enter, it's going to act just like Pacman. And do I want to edit the package? You can check and edit things. No, I don't. Do I want to continue? Yes, I do. And do I want to continue installing? Yes. Proceed with installation? Yes. And now I have CalSave Futurama. If I want to do, Fortune Mod Futurama, Yowert-S Fortune Mod Futurama, and it's going to run through the same setup. Essentially what it's doing is it's downloading the tarball and it's unpacking the tarball and it's doing make package for me, and it's done. So now if I go into bash rc, I can do Fortune-S pipe into CalSave Futurama vendor. So let's write that out. Exit. So when I log in, it should give. Well, I didn't type in the right password. It gives me vendor because I downloaded with Yowert. I got my AUR packages. So, kind of to recap, if you see a package name like Base Devil and it doesn't have the superscript AUR, then it's part of Pacman, and you can Pacman S Base Devil. If you see one, where is it here? With a superscript AUR, then it's not part of Pacman, it's part of the user repository, and you have to use Yowert or some other AUR package manager, or you can manually do it like I suggested. Again, I didn't really want to do this video. It's you can kind of mess things up. You can download bad packages. You can do a whole lot of things with Yowert and with the AUR. Generally, it's a good thing to have, but if you don't know what you're doing, it can be a very bad thing to have. So I would very, very strongly recommend that you read the Arch user repository page, and if you download Yowert, I strongly recommend you understand how Yowert works, and I very strongly recommend you download multiple packages from the AUR by yourself manually. That way you can find what kind of dependencies we had. We downloaded Calce when we pack strapped, at the initial install, so we didn't have to download it here. If we didn't, then it would have kicked us out. It would have given us an error, said Calce Futurama can't install. This dependency doesn't exist or something to that extent. And we'd have to sudo pacman synchronize Calce, and since I have it, it's gonna say reinstalling. Warning: Calce is up to date. Reinstalling. No, I don't want to install that. So, that I strongly recommend you do it by hand. I strongly recommend you learn how that works before using Yowert too extensively. That being said, now we have a working Linux distro, and we have Yowert working, and we have a couple AUR packages that we've installed both manually and with an AUR package manager. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'll be more than happy to answer the ones that I can, and if I can't, I'll be more than happy to work things out with you. Hope you learned something. Stillborn86 out.